I want to start before the remark by appreciating all of you. Most of you, we know each other probably informally before now. We may have met in different places and events. And some of you have appeared in your programs for interview in a different capacity. And so officially, I want to start today by appreciating Mr. President, President Bwala Tinubu, the President of the Republic, for the exceptional honor and privilege that he has given to me by appointing me as a special advisor on media and public engagement State House. And so as the official spokesman of the President, I want to assure you all of my unalloyed commitment and support and collaboration. What happens is you have two responsibilities between the government and the people, and you hold the government accountable on behalf of the people. What you demand from government is accountability. What the government expects from you is fair reporting and fair play. And I want to give you my own commitment. I have joined pool of very wonderful, resourceful media aid of the President, and we work as a team. But I want to guarantee you that if you have any issue that you want to find out, verify, or communicate to the government, I will always be available, to discuss with you. So my appreciation is to the President as a man of courage who has considered me worthy to appoint me as his spokesman, special advisor on media and public communication, and will ensure that in communicating on behalf of the President to the Nigerian people, we do our best in the discharge of our function. We are going to be honest with you. Government is not perfect. Government is a work in progress. What government does consistently is to communicate to the people not just the intention of government, but the effort of government in delivering on the promise to the Nigerian people. So you're going to find in the course of our work, there are times government will come up to you to say, this and this are the efforts we've made in this regard. If it is not perfect, we're improving upon it. The posture of Mr. President from when he took the oath of office to the Nigerian people is that I have undertaken this task. I know the onerous responsibility. I'm committed to it. The box is on my table. All I require from the Nigerian people is patience. This reform we have embarked upon is tough, but it's what we are prepared for. And we are going to put in our best. In the course of the administration, we are going to make sure that we communicate to the Nigerian people what we are doing. And I can readily tell you that the administration has achieved tremendously. If you're looking at it from the point of view of somebody who is neutral, because the nation consists of government, the opposition, and the people. Sometimes in the messaging, focus is made most of the times on the opposition instead of the people. That's why the role of the media, as you all know, is very important, because what you do is you report what is happening and the Nigerian people can judge. So we will give our commitment, and I know in the course of time, we're going to relate. I will make the commitment to know everyone personally, and then we'll ensure that our work here is productive in delivering good governance to the Nigerian people. And I want to, again, as I close, thank Mr. President for considering me worthy enough to be, asked to undertake this responsibility. And I'll give my commitment and my effort in delivering on the promise of Mr. President. It's a pleasure meeting you all today. Thank you. Important, you can never be a subject of discussion. But most importantly, I know that sometimes back on the 13th, I think 10th of January, when I met the President, I made a conscious effort to make the media rounds, and I appeared on most television stations in the country in which this same sentiment you have echoed were raised in extensio, and we've answered all of them. And since January and now, it has been 11 months of consistent commitment in advocating on the President's governance agenda. And surprisingly, it didn't come out until now. So in life generally, you look at focus. When you're focused on a thing, you're going to be faced with distraction. Your character will be determined by how you conduct yourself in the course of carrying out the information. It's about the government. It's about the President. It's about his administration. It's not about Bwala. And because these things have been trashed before, I don't want to feed the negative energy that is obviously sponsored by some element who think that by doing so they are going to gaslight the President. The President is committed, and we are committed to the cause of the President. So I won't feed into that energy. So with the first one, the president has, all of us are servants and aides to the president. Section 5 of the Constitution vests the executive powers of the Federation in the president. And he carries out this duty, if you look at Section 5, either by himself, through the vice president, or the ministers of the government or the Federation or agencies. So the president is the team leader. Every other person functions as the president wishes. And the position I have been appointed into, the last person who occupied the position was a spokesman. If you look at the description of my responsibility, special advisor to the president on media and public communication, State House. So that is self-explanatory. And regarding the second question that you raised, ordinarily I would not have responded to his issue, because when I was referred to what he said, I immediately contacted the vice president. I all crack jokes about that. I have a very fantastic relationship with the vice president, which even started before the judgment of the court was delivered regarding the matter. The relationship started, or rather became stronger, in the build-up to the emergence of leadership of the National Assembly. And since then, we've been having very good relationship. But I know that the senator in question is having some troubled times. All I can say is that we need to pray for him, for God to guide and help him. But we are focused on the work of the president. It's not about Bwala, it's about the president. Yeah. In the team, what's the difference between leading the team and the spokesman? It's in the job description, right? What I can tell you is that, like I said, all of us are servants of the president. There is no issue as to the differences in terms of the responsibility. Everybody knows his responsibility. I am not here to define the responsibility of anybody other than myself, because it will amount to gaslighting anybody. I only came to introduce myself to you and the role that is given to me by Mr. President. And I told you that role was once occupied by Ajuri Ngilali. So whatever understanding you have of the role that he occupied before, that is what it goes. In law, they call it res ipsa loquito. The facts speak for itself. But we're all team. We are not particularly bothered about who is this, who is that. We are working to achieve the mandate of the president. And we are not focused on who is this or who is that.